I'm gonna try to make a shorter video. I made like a 20-minute video explaining why the billionaires are not racist, as you would conventionally describe racism amongst the poor lower classes, where they think their race is good and other races are bad. The billionaires not racist. They have a bigotry worse than racism. Right? I know you guys are propagandized by billionaires, think nothing's worse than racism, but no, if you only love other slave owners or you only have any respect for people who control people, that's a bigotry worse than racism if you define harm by the number of people hurt and abused. The billionaires' bigotry is so bad that they literally hate all of humanity except the very, very top with them who are other slavers, right? And even they don't like those people, they just view them as equals. They have a pathological conception of the world where you're not a real human if you don't control other people, right? And so they hate literally everyone and view them as chattel. They don't have a conception of human life mattering. And the only people they not like but respect or view as a somewhat equal are other people who control masses of humans, other billionaires, right? That's them. So the relationship the billionaire class has to white poor Christians is rather like Epstein, another slaver, has to Virginia Giuffre, in the sense, the reason they publicly display these false flags of kindness and symbiosis is because they are so mentally broken down, they want to be slaves. The same way Epstein was nicer to Virginia than girls who viewed themselves as apart from him. Girls who still thought they were people and did not have to serve him because they didn't have the prior abuse Virginia did, where she naturally just said, okay, my job is to serve you because she was already abused by her family and her own father sold her to these men, right? So Epstein was nicer to her and said he loved her because she was already broken in and viewed herself, I am owned by you. That's how white Christians view their relationship to the billionaire class. You own me and we're together and this works for me because I'm a mental slave. And that's why they publicly are like, I like Jesus. Oh, I don't like brown people. They actually view it all as a joke and they view those people as the biggest slaves and they hate them the most. Another thing you should know about slavers is they respect and hate, secretly hate the most the mental slaves, and they plan the greatest cruelties for them. So, just like Epstein only sent Virginia to Ehud Barak, a savage rapist who likes to kill girls, um, the billionaires are planning to send the MAGAs to a similar fate. They're going to suffer the worst cruelty, the worst abuse, and they'll say they deserve it because they're slaves and they did this to themselves. Just like Epstein would say to Virginia, um, "This is what you are. You deserve this." So, if you want to know why you cannot call the billionaires racist, it's because they're what they are is worse than a racist, to be honest. Like racists are not good, but these people are worse in that they hate literally every human being. They have no conception of love or pro-social cooperation. They just see the world in own or be owned, and they only respect or view as equals other slave owners who own masses of people, other billionaires. Everyone else is a slave, and the slaves they hate the most and plan to abuse the most are the ones they say they love, and that they have the greatest cruelties planned for them. Just like Epstein had the greatest cruelties planned for Virginia, while he was doing more frequent and low level cruelties to the girls he was breaking down, they plan the greatest savage, dehumanizing cruelties to their mental slaves because they respect them the least and view their control of them as so total. And the greatest cruelties await the MAGA Christians who they hate the most.